For Frank Gehry, the avant-garde begins at home. In the late 70s, on an ordinary middle-class street in Santa Monica, he turned suburbia inside out by wrapping his modest house with materials apparently lifted from his own backyard. Earlier this year, workmen were back at the house that Frank built, a house that still scandalises the neighbours and which first alerted the world of architecture to Gehry's cheapskate aesthetic.
We needed a house, so I instructed my wife, just find the first thing you can and let's buy it and get it over with. So she found this cute little dumpy house, and I knew I couldn't move into it exactly the way it was. We didn't have a lot of money to spend on it, so I got the idea of wrapping it with the new house and leaving the old house intact, because it had an iconic presence in the neighborhood. And somehow that play of the old and the new was led to a pretty strong statement, I guess, about middle-class America and my middle-classness and my relationship to it, my neighbors, and people were quite upset about it.
People said, oh, that's just cheapskate. And he said, yeah, that's right. I'm building what your backyard looks like, but I'm turning it into an art form. The minute he did that, of course, people next door said, hey, you can't do that. You can't turn what we don't see into a high art. That's despicable. That's awful. It's junk. And he said, but that's how you live.
Despite the occasional bad review, the Gehry house has become a mecca for architecture groupies the world over. But after 15 years of living in the public gaze, Gehry is now remodeling his home to increase its privacy, a highly prized commodity in Los Angeles. The neighbors, however, are still in for a few surprises.
Well, we're going to make a carport, and we're going to put some boat forms on top. The reason for boat forms is I'm mimicking my neighbors with their boats in their backyard. And it's a way of creating privacy between us and them.